Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nexus where we spotlight some of our favorite local businesses. I'm really excited. I think you guys are going to enjoy my guest today. She has a very unique business and she's just an awesome individual all around.
Oh.
I would love to welcome you to the show, Nicole Daharsh. She's with Microgreen Gals, and she's incredible. Thanks for coming in today.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And obviously owning a business, I'm so excited to talk about microgreens. I feel like when you own a business, you love talking about your business.
Yeah,
so.
There's no reason to be any nerves or anything because
Yeah.
it's literally just telling your story.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you know the best.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I can't wait for you guys to get to know her. She's so cool. So, Nicole, where are you from and how did you get here?
Okay, so I'm from Wahoo, Nebraska, born and raised.
This is back-to-back Wahoo. Yes,
Wahoo?
I think. Yes.
Is that so?
Yeah. Okay, we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Wahoo's a good place to be born.
Yeah.
It is. But so yeah, grew up in Wahoo, came to Lincoln for school, went to SEC, loved the school. I went to culinary school there, and if you guys haven't been to the restaurant, Course Restaurant, you must try it.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It's,
You just need to have a little bit of extra time. Like, you're not going to be in and out in an hour always.
no, but I mean, you're getting a really nice service experience. You get to have food from chefs. Student chefs are making it, and if you eat there, you get to have some very delicious microgreens on top. I supply their microgreens, so
We got to show these off a little bit because I don't know if everyone can see them.
Yeah.
There's
little
water.
but that's good,
okay.
It's a good way
But-
to tell you. So these have water in them because they are still alive. So
Yes.
I brought Renee these microgreens because I've talked to her so much about my microgreens, but she's never been able to taste them.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So my microgreens that I grow, they're living. So I sell them to restaurants in Lincoln. And what makes this a little bit unique is that they're still alive. So they stay fresh in the fridge for weeks.
Because, I mean, we've all done that. We've bought the, basil or whatever from the grocery
basil.
store in that little clamshell, and it's black within a day, and,
it's
you know,
so
it's just sad.
And then it's hard to, food waste is a big problem in the U.S., so this is a good way to reduce food waste. And so, yeah, we grow all the microgreens
those
on
seeds.
on this mat. It's actually made out of the outside of a coconut, so the outside the coconut husk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And we grow all of our seeds. They're all organic seeds. We're really big on sustainability, so we bring chefs these trays, and then every week I come and pick up the old trays, and I bring the new trays.
Yeah, just as they're, dressing a plate, they just snip off however much they need.
Yeah.
So it's just totally fresh. Most nutrients you could possibly have. Then, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not losing any nutritious value.
Yeah.
What are these 4 different types?
So I have 2 radishes. What's fun about radishes is they bring a lot of fun color to a dish. So, I have this purple rainbow radish. This is a rainbow radish.
Ooh.
This one is kohlrabi. I probably can't pick it up on camera, but it has really pretty purple stems.
Oh, yeah.
And then this one back there is arugula.
Yeah, it's almost like at the base, nearly like some of these purples.
Yeah,
That's cool.
And so what's so nice about microgreens is it's a inexpensive way to really elevate a dish. So, chefs can use this. It's not just the flavor. I mean, these ones that have the arugula microgreen taste like arugula. Radish tastes like radish. So it's a great way to build up flavor, build a flavor profile on the dish. But also, when you have contrasting colors, it's more appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
You stack it, you're bringing more height. So it really elevates dish.
See, and we're talking to a culinary expert here.
I don't know about expert, but I do love cooking. I love the art of cooking. I love service, hospitality, so
you even just went on a hiatus to France, right?
Oh my gosh, I did.
She's just pretty cool.
And this is a fun little snippet story to tell that I went to France with my culinary school. I finished culinary school in the spring, went with my class for 2 weeks, and I extended my trip. So I stayed a little bit longer. They went back, and I volunteered at a bed and breakfast in this little town in France.
It just seems like a dream.
Perfect part
I just wish I was like staying in the bed and breakfast. That's all I wish.
Yes, so I cooked alongside this wonderful woman. Her name's Samantha, and I taught her how to grow microgreens.
Oh, how cool.
So
is she using them now?
Yeah, so she taught me all this wonderful French cooking. I have so many recipes I brought home with me, and I taught her how to grow microgreens, and so it was this beautiful trade-off. And
can I like hire you just to come over and like serve like a really high-end dinner for my friends one day?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
I would love it. As long as I can sit down with you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're definitely invited.
Yes,
when you are the chef, you still get to enjoy.
Absolutely.
Well, I have so many questions, but really quick, I don't want to forget to ask. So I kind of made the illusion that they're like more nutritious than like a traditional leaf.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about like do you know the numbers on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually the USDA did a study with crazy research. So they found out that a broccoli microgreen, so a little tiny broccoli microgreen, had 40 times more nutrients than a mature head of broccoli, which I know sounds bizarre.
And so you'd have to eat so much less.
But if you think about it, one seed, so one broccoli seed is going to produce an entire head of broccoli, multiple heads of broccoli. But so all the nutrients that's in that huge head of broccoli is condensed down into this little tiny seed. So I plant that little tiny seed. I mean, the seeds that are for vegetables are the same as microgreens. So that little tiny seed that grows into these two little leaves contain all the nutrients that would be in a head of broccoli.
I'd so much rather just eat those.
Just eat a handful. So I tell
hammer
people,
them down.
I go to the farmers markets in the summer and I sell microgreens, and I tell people, I'm like, it's almost like a multivitamin that you can take during the day. You just snip a bit off, eat it, and and it's not just vitamins. I mean, there's amino acids in some. Amaranth has a lot of protein, surprisingly. So,
really?
Yeah, there's a lot of benefit towards eating microgreens.
It's just something you never really think too much about. Like I've had them served on dishes that I've eaten before, and you don't even really notice. Like you do and you don't, but I've loved getting to know about microgreens through you and just your journey of like how you started the company. Tell us a little bit about that, because it was just kind of almost like a spur of the moment.
It was very spur of the moment. So I actually were the Microgreen Gals is the business name, and it was three of us women, the three gals, who we all ran the business, and it was beautiful. They're so wonderful, Linda and Glenna. And just this in August, actually, we kind of went our own paths, and so I took over the business. But it started with each of us, three of us, having a passion for growing microgreens and sharing the love we have for microgreens with the community. Yeah. And now just continuing to build it.
So Linda had kind of some experience with microgreens before, so she kind of knew how to set up the growing system.
Linda, it was during COVID time, and she just went to studying and YouTube and research, and she contacted other microgreen growers, she trial and errored, and she is totally the brains behind the operation. I learned so much from her. Even in business, she's a sage. She's my sage.
Oh, yes. Everyone needs one of those.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Linda, and I love Glenna. Yeah. We still do deliveries, me and Glenna, so it's nice because we build such good relationships with chefs, and it's so fun to kind of see their creative side, and to get to see them and talk to them every week is fun.
So if there's any chefs listening, I think one of the cool things about what you guys do is like since you do have a culinary background, you're not just a microgreens gal that decided to, start just selling the greens. Because that's kind of like a trendy thing. Like that's kind of a thing that's getting started on the internet. Like you can start this business, but you have this education that you bring to the table of like what would really pair nicely with things, and you can kind of help with maybe even menu planning a little bit. Tell us a little bit about that.
And it's nice too. I love the creativity that comes with cooking in general, but especially with microgreens. And so I love working with chefs who want to bring more creativity to their menu and to their guests. And so I'm always open to sitting down with the chef and saying, you know, what's something exciting? What ideas do you have? Here's an idea I have. The Hub Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Jacob. Yeah, we were just talking. We just started delivering cinnamon basil to him, and I haven't figured out what he's using it, but you know, cinnamon basil, it tastes cinnamony and it tastes like basil, and so it's just interesting, and you can use it on a savory dish, a sweet dish. So I'm eager to see what he's doing with
interesting.
it. But, so yeah, it's kind of fun.
And they get to have input somewhat on which greens that you'll be bringing them, but also there's seasonality to the different varieties. Somewhat.
I mean, chefs I kind of just say, whatever you want me to grow, I'll try it. If, you know, some microgreens don't do as well, you know, or some vegetable you think of maybe won't do as well as a microgreen, but I'm always willing to try.
Yeah. You never know. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. And maybe it's just, you know, better for look, not taste sometimes. Who knows? I don't know. Well, I love how the story of how we met. She's just such the, she's just sort of a high achieving person. She is talented in a lot of different ways. Like, you have been a doula in a previous life, and we ran into each other. I was at the venue.
Yes.
Tell me that story.
Okay,
again.
well, oh my gosh.
From your perspective, because I know it from mine.
You don't even want to get me started on this, because this is another thing. I mentioned before, I love service.
Yes.
And just being in a restaurant, I think it's just so beautiful, the art of people coming together and enjoying their time with another person, and then being able to eat this dish that somebody else made with, you know, preferably love. At venue, I think everything's made with love.
Yeah.
But so I was Renee's server.
Yeah.
And I saw her, and I was like kind of watching her. I said, she looks like a businesswoman.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can just tell. You can tell. And I hope that she could see that in me too. I hope that's what people think about me.
Exactly.
But I asked her, and then I think I got your ticket, and she had this thick Amex card, you know, one of the business cards. I said, this is it. I was right. And I told her, I said, I had suspicions that you were an awesome business lady.
I forgot about the Amex card.
Yes, that thick one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thing, that throws around some weight, you know?
Throws around some weight. Yeah. And it's like when you start out a business and like, I want to get to that level.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, so I told Renee, I said, are you a businesswoman? I feel like I can tell. And
I was like,
said yes.
I own a digital marketing company.
Yeah, and then it was just fireworks from there.
Yeah, so I gave her a business card, and she reached out, and we've just kind of been getting together every so often since then, and it's been really fun to see the changes that your company is going through, and you're going through, and how much you're learning, and it's overwhelming to, you know, all the different aspects of a business. Like, you got into this because you love microgreens, and you love the art of culinary. You know, whatever, however you would say that. But I just think when you take it to that next level of, like, you're owning the business, like, there's just so many things that you can learn the hard way, or B, you can learn from other people that have already been down that path.
Absolutely.
And I just find it really smart that you were like, I just want to learn from you. I just want to get together, you know.
And that's been a beautiful way of doing that, being at venue. It's, you know, I get to meet so many people. I got to meet you, which was such a blessing, and it's just interesting too, because it's taught me, being in the service world, that, you know, I have the ability to not only meet people, but I also have the ability to kind of make somebody's day a little bit better, or learn something from somebody. And I kind of took that with me with my microgreens business. You know, if I can make a chef's day a little bit easier, or maybe make another guest at a different restaurant, make them feel a little bit more special with some fancy microgreens on top.
Exactly.
I mean, what a better way to live life than to serve other people. And you know.
That's awesome. I've never heard you say it like that. That's cool. Okay, so back to these little gems. So every week, like, can you say what a tray of these would cost, like, if somebody's interested?
Yeah. So this is just a half a tray. We sell 10 by 20 trays, so double this. and we sell it for $40.
And it lasts like
3 weeks. So that's a huge thing, is, you know, because you can order microgreens through Cisco or, you know, big wholesale suppliers, and it's great, but sometimes they can come wilted or they don't last that long, and then you're dealing with food costs, you know, wasting money, wasting food. But this, it's like, it doesn't matter how busy you are. If you have a slow night, if you have a busy night, you have this whole stash for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And me coming back every week. Did you have a super busy week? I can bring you an extra tray next week, you know?
Greens. Yeah. Like, here's some more overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool, though, that you get that personal touch with the chefs, too, like, because you are seeing them. You're still going in and talking with them. And how long does it take to grow, like, this tray? How many days?
So that is the thing with microgreens. It varies with different types of microgreens.
Variety.
But mostly a week or two.
And then they'll continue to grow, or they stop growing?
So they stop growing after this. Actually, so what a microgreen is technically it's just 2 leaves. So this one I kind of grabbed 2, but so it just has 1 leaf, 2 leaf, and then these are called the cotyledon leaves.
Okay.
And then the 3rd leaf that'll grow is going to be the one straight in the middle. That's called the true leaf, and it's really interesting. Once the true leaf comes in, the microgreen starts to lose its flavor and lose its nutrients.
Interesting.
So microgreens, something that people maybe don't know is that it is kind of a delicate time when you harvest or pause the growth of them to get the best flavor.
So if it's not under a grow light and it's in the refrigerator, it's not going to continue to grow.
Once it's in the refrigerator, the growth is paused. It's not under light, so it's basically, just paused. Exactly how it is.
You can't screw it up.
No.
Good. That's good.
No.
But I love that, the true leaf. You've told me that before. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. And so now what my next goal is, so I have, to find us online, I have an Instagram and Facebook for the business, Microgreen Gals, but we also have a website, microgreen-gals.com, but it's under construction because I'm wanting to bring on kits to sell people at home so they can grow their own microgreens.
Love it.
I think it's such a brilliant way to make you feel special, make you feel, you know, proud of what you're eating, you know, make your dish
Throw
beautiful.
it on a sandwich.
Throw it on sandwich, throw it on pasta, on your eggs in the morning, and, you know, it's
your smoothie.
It's like, you know, it's like putting on makeup before, you know, you get ready. It's like when you what is it? When you look good, you feel good?
Yeah.
So when your food looks good, you feel good. And it's
you
not
will
just
feel
the
better.
feeling, it's actually the nutrients.
Like, it's legitimate.
It's legitimate.
That's cool. So how long do you think before those will be available?
I think maybe, we'll say 2 months.
Okay. Like by the new year? By the
new year.
Absolutely. So Jan 1, when everyone hits their diet.
There it is.
Hit up microgreen-gals.com and buy your own tray.
Yeah.
And become, like, you know, kind of a leader in your circle. And start talking about microgreens.
And it's fun and it's easy, you know. I know it's easier for me to say, oh, yeah, you can do it, no problem. But in reality, I mean, it takes a week or two, and you can grow your own food in your home, like nutritious food that you can feed to you and your family, and, you know, be able to provide that for yourself, not have to rely on a grocery store or...
Well, I can't wait to share this with one of my friends. She's recently, you know, vegetarian, and so I bet, and she's like got a super green thumb, so I bet she could be one of your first clients. I think she would love eating these. So I'm excited to try them. Should we try one right now?
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay, I'm telling you this. They got some bang. They got flavor. So if you like radishes, the radishes are very good.
Which one do you think I'll like? Let's start.
Maybe
small.
let's like broccoli. This is broccoli.
Oh, this is perfect.
So you'll pull off the top, so you can just pull them out.
Okay. Oh, they come out so easy.
Mm-hmm. And then
pop it in your mouth.
Yeah. So you could technically eat the roots, but I just take off the top and just.
Oh, it's super flavorful, but delicious. And I'm not a huge I'm not a big veggie eater. I love salad and all that kind of stuff, but like this is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Definitely.
Mmm.
So now she gets to take this home. She gets to eat this for the rest of the week.
Who wants to come get some microgreens?
Yeah.
Well, this was awesome. I really appreciate you coming in today. It's kind of a different day. We normally do this on Wednesday, so thanks for tuning in on a Monday, everyone. But my man Derek behind the scenes, he's not going to be here Wednesday, so we just have to adjust, you know?
Yeah.
Fly by the seat of our pants.
I just
sometimes.
met Derek and I already miss him. I'm sad he's going.
He's a likable guy.
Yes, but I'm so blessed to know you, Renee, and blessed to be on your podcast. This was so fun to talk and be with you. So,
well, I really appreciate it, and thanks everybody out there for tuning in. And go get your microgreens.
Oh yes.
Bye.
Bye.